So the first step is to identify your sponsor and your stakeholders. And a sponsor is somebody who offers the vision for how you're going to use SharePoint and provides the resources to fund the effort. And when I say resources, I'm referring to the money, people, hardware, and even in a sense mindshare, so prioritization and visibility to people that this is something that you're pursuing. Stakeholders are the people who are either impacted by or who can influence the success of the effort. And it's an important distinction because I often hear people refer to stakeholders, and I think they're actually talking about end users. But depending on how you're rolling out SharePoint or any initiative, you could be impacting business partners like your customers or suppliers. And in that case, it's not only advantageous, but it's critical to include them when you're building your business case and developing the design and rolling out the capability. They need to be on board and understanding and supportive of what you're doing, especially if it impacts them or if they can influence the success. Once you've identified your stakeholders, then you can begin to engage them. And you might not engage all stakeholders at first, but before you set any kind of plan in place, you need to work with stakeholders to validate that plan. And I want to make a point about engagement. We talk about engagement, we use that word oftentimes to mean we're having a meeting or we're communicating with somebody. And my point is that engagement does not equal communication. This man here is communicating, but he's not necessarily being heard or understood, although I think I can hear him shouting off the page practically. And he's almost certainly not getting true engagement. True engagement results in enrollment, meaning agreeing to the role that you need to play in the initiative to achieve success. So engagement means understanding what the vision is, understanding why now, and then identifying and being able to cross or remove the barriers that might be in the way to achieving the vision. And that's the extra mile that change management can bring. It's doing more than just delivering information. It's truly shaping an initiative in a way that minimizes any barriers and maximizes the adoption. So I want to share an example with you here of how to engage, in this case a sponsor, to help him or her understand their role and how to fulfill their role. And you can see that this is an actual example that we pulled from one of our clients, and it has the obvious candidates, like make sure to communicate what your vision and expectations are, make sure to promote success stories about the rollout. But it also includes some specific items that were missing in that particular environment. So endorsing new proposed power user roles. We wanted to have an explicit spot on an org chart to have power users so that there were written roles and responsibilities and people were named to those spots so that they were a recognized part of the structure. We also asked this particular sponsor to take an active role in defining how he and his team would use SharePoint. And there were two reasons for that. One was so that he was role modeling the behavior for others, and the second reason was so that he got the experience himself to understand what it took to build a community and a team around using SharePoint. So just walking through this very simple list of bullets helped us establish the clarity and the mutual expectations that we needed to achieve success.